You let him in this room, and he asks me nothing but stupid questions. Bailey, 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 Bailey.
Thank you so much for your time.
I promise you, you're done when this interview's over.
Hi Paul, Ben Wilson here from GamesRadar. Thank you for spending some time with us today to talk WWE 2K17.
You're certainly dressed for the occasion.
Sort of, yeah, with my American Eagle t-shirt.
I'm very impressed.
Thank you very much. And how does your client, Brock Lesnar, how does he feel about being on the cover this year?
He feels very well paid for being on the cover of WWE 2K17, and well he should, because I negotiated a fantastic deal for him.
Who are you most looking forward to seeing Brock Lesnar face off and defeat, inevitably, in WWE 2K17?
You.
Anyone in real life who, beyond Randy Orton and obviously...
Are you not in real life? Are you a fictional character? Are you a cartoon? Are you not truly sitting there? Are you a figment of my imagination, which would pretty much tell you how piss poor my imagination is today, but are you not real life?
I am real. I don't think I could hang with Brock Lesnar for as long
But no one can hang with Brock Lesnar. Isn't that the point, sir?
That is the point indeed.
Thank you.
Are the games something that yourself personally or he is particularly into? I know you did some script writing work a couple of years back. Is that correct?
Brock Lesnar is not a gamer, and he will never claim to be a gamer. I, on the other hand, have two children who are 14 and 12 who are big-time gamers, and they think that the preview of this video game, WWE 2K17, is the best video game of all time, not just in WWE, but in the history of video games. And it needs to be, because on the cover of this particular video game is a once-ever athlete named Brock Lesnar.
Did they use Brock a lot in the game last year? And were they in trouble whenever he lost the match in WWE 2K16?
Oh, put this guy in.
Hypothetically speaking.
I don't deal in hypotheticals. I don't deal in ifs. If your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle. She doesn't, so she's not. So I don't deal in ifs. I deal in absolutes. So please, address to me factual questions that require substantive information that I could bestow upon you to educate you or your audience. Don't ask me hypothetical ifs. Come on, it's beneath you, even though you dress like this to an interview like this.
Do you feel then that, with looking at the ladies' side of things, with the Divas Revolution, or not called Divas anymore, the Women's Revolution?
Then why would you screw it up that way? Why would you insult them that way?
Well, no, quite. I agree. Do you
why would you just call them chicks, babes, honey?
No, I think it was a great.
Bunch of tootsies.
It was a great move to drop the Divas.
So do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Because your assessment means so much.
Well, no, it doesn't really a great deal, but yours does, I think.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
indeed it does.
But
I earned that distinction.
Absolutely. Do you feel that that Bailey is the next great? They've already got Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch. There's already a potential trio at least of future female main eventers there.
Mm-hmm. Are you a fan of Bailey?
Yes, I think Bailey's
So you're
fantastic.
advocating her position to me?
I'm making a case for her, but I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Is she the only female in NXT?
Certainly not.
Who else is there?
Nia Jax.
And you don't think Nia Jax is ready?
I wouldn't put her at this present time. My most irrelevant opinion.
That's right. It is an irrelevant opinion.
Is I wouldn't put her on the same.
But I don't
level.
care what your opinion is.
But do you? So basically, my question is, will we?
Why
see,
are you so nervous, Rowley?
It's fairly intimidating.
Then ask intelligent questions.
I'll try and ask an intelligent question.
Yeah, I tell you what an intelligent question would be.
Go on.
If I, Mr. Heyman, were home, and I was playing as Bailey in WWE 2K17, which you should then say, which is available on a worldwide basis on Tuesday, October 11th, would I be playing as the next big thing in the women's division on the main roster of WWE?
If I was
that should be your question.
If I was to be playing at home on WWE 2K17 with Bailey, would I be playing as the next big thing in WWE?
You might be.
Do you feel between Bailey, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch that we are close to seeing a pay-per-view main evented by the women's division?
I'm having an allergic reaction to stupidity. Listen, you obviously have a fetish
No.
with these women wrestlers. What is it that you're trying to get out of me here?
No, I'm just asking a question.
What's the question, though? What's the
Is
premise?
How far you think we are away from a female
Bailey.
main event?
Bailey. You
No,
want Bailey?
No, she's just an example.
Well, give me another example.
Charlotte versus Sasha Banks.
How about Bailey?
Or,
Why can't it be
Bailey.
Charlotte versus Bailey?
Well, it can
Why
be.
can't it be Sasha Banks versus Bailey?
It can be.
Why can't it be Charlotte versus Bailey versus Sasha Banks?
It can be.
What's wrong with you, man?
There's nothing wrong.
Oh,
Apart from being, nervous and my
just you.
attire, obviously.
Yes.
Shall I move on from talking about the women?
No, go ahead.
So do you think we're close to that, to having a
Yes.
okay, thank you.
Do you feel better now?
I guess so. Have you played any WWE games yourself against the guys or the girls of the WWE, and how do you hold up? I know you said you aren't massively into
Yes,
gaming.
yes. I, in fact, Bailey and I DM each other on Twitter all the time about WWE 2K17. And this is where I say, which is available Tuesday, October 11th on a worldwide basis.
Goldberg is the pre-order incentive this year. Do you personally have any interest in seeing a real WrestleMania 20 rematch between him and Brock somewhere down the road?
If Goldberg is a champion at the time, yeah, I'm sure. I think Brock Lesnar has his sights set on the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and therefore the main event of WrestleMania. And if that's something that Goldberg can present to us, we welcome a fight with Bill Goldberg. If that's something that Goldberg cannot present to us, then I'm sure there's going to come a time and a place for Brock Lesnar to run into Goldberg, even if it only happens in WWE 2K17, and Bill Goldberg will be taken to Suplex City and will be F5'd and conquered by Brock Lesnar.
Fair enough. NXT.
Why do you actually pass judgment on my answers?
Because they're good answers.
Well, yeah, but people know that. Well, that's what they expect from Paul.
Because I've never heard them in question. I know what a rater
you
and
nervous
speaker
around
are.
me?
A little bit nervous, yeah.
Don't be. Well, fine. Okay.
I'm worried Brock might appear and throw me through the window.
You're not failing.
Good. NXT has a bigger presence in the WWE games this year and last year.
Thank you,
as well.
Mr. Heyman. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's much appreciated.
You're welcome.
With each passing year, NXT has a bigger presence in the games. Who are the three guys or girls down in Orlando who you feel off?
I think that's a stupid question, I'll tell you.
Fair enough.
Because you're limiting the NXT experience to only 3 talents. And the entire premise of NXT is for any of these talents at any time to be plucked and picked and put on the main roster. Please tell me an NXT superstar not worthy of the main roster. Samoa Joe, worthy of the main roster. Balor, worthy of the main roster. Who down in NXT is not? And I personally was very careful not to mention 3, because then you'd probably read into that I picked 3. So I'm not picking 3. Who's not worthy of being on the main roster in NXT? Who's a bum there? Who's second tier? It's all first tier talent. They're all ready. They're all ready for Raw. They're all ready for SmackDown. They're all ready for SummerSlam. They're all ready for WrestleMania. And they're all ready for WWE 2K17.
So one thing we talked about, we had a conference call with you a couple of weeks ago where it went, I didn't feel quite as grilled as this, but that's fair enough. Being in person, probably deserve it. We talked about, you mentioned...
If you're the publicist that allowed this guy into the room when this interview's over, I'm going to get you fired, unemployed, out on the street. I promise you. Yeah, please.
Thank you.
No. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Is that it?
That is it.
Not one intelligent question. Not one. Not one. Not one. Not one. You let him in this room, and he asks me nothing but stupid questions. Bailey.
Thank you so much for your time.
I promise you, you're done when this interview's over. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much. Remember, WWE 2K17 will be available on a worldwide basis on Tuesday, October 11th. Are we done now?
We are done.